you hear about Pondscapes of Charlotte?
I think we saw some of your work at Pike Nurseries
okay.
and at Site One.
Okay.
And
okay.
Seeing that work and knowing kind of the aesthetic that we were going to try to achieve with the water feature,
Right.
I thought that would be a good fit.
Yeah. Did you see the big water features and the small ones?
Yes.
Yeah, we took a walk all through Site One.
Okay.
And looked at all of
Great.
them. Yeah.
So I remember over there we tried to bring out every one of their products. So we have all kinds of crazy stuff on our water feature going on because we're trying to get so many products in, to show off their product line.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's good. So your vision here was to have the nature brought into your natural living space or your pool area?
Yeah. I think the important things for us were to take advantage of the natural environment that we have, and also to make the water feature an interactive water feature where, we can and our guests or anybody that's over here could actually walk through or over the water feature.
Tell me a little bit more about that.
It was, I think, an important thing because I'd rather have it interactive than just an object to look at. And I think it's a greater experience for individuals in the backyard. You have the acoustics, you have the visual, but to be able to walk through it and experience it like nature was an important aspect of the overall design.
And sit in the middle of it, and put your feet in the water. And,
we kind of discussed that beforehand in the design phase where I was like, wouldn't it be great if we could just walk around the whole thing? It would be nice. And just to go up there and sit right in the middle of that waterfall and put your feet in the water has got to be a good feeling.
Yeah.
And you probably do it on the end too, into the pool.
Yeah.
How about you getting wildlife up there on the rocks, birds or anything like that?
Birds, squirrels.
Yeah, I have this great video of this little frog.
Oh yeah.
And he's right at the tip of the big rock there.
Yeah.
And he's croaking.
Nice.
Little, it's so funny. It's my favorite video.
Yeah, that's good. So it was a case where you had a pool company that you were working with, and you almost acted like the project manager, the two of you, in the respect that you're bringing in another company who's never met this pool company. And how'd that work? Did that?
It worked very well. I think that both companies respected each other, coordinated with each other in terms of timing and sequencing of the work, which is important. And we just set up the ability for everybody to be on the same email string and have dialogue about how the project was progressing and
accountability. Most important, accountability. That everybody was, like you said, everybody was in and everybody knew what was going on. There was never a mutual mystification, if you will, about what was going on.
Right, and I think that complements the integrity of the two contractors involved because I think there was a mutual respect for each of the contractors, that knowing that the other team has got work to do and they had a responsibility to achieve things in the proper sequence in a good, timely manner to facilitate the overall project.
Right. And what was the name of the pool company?
Carolina Pool Renovations.
Okay.
CPR,
Yeah, CPR. Okay. That's good. Yeah, it's the first time that we've ever worked with them. We've worked with several pool companies, but they were super easy to work with. So that made it easy. I mean, I literally said, you need this many gallons of water here, and they said, okay.
Yep.
And then they worked it out with you to make sure that happened, and once that happened, that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I got to tell you, when I got that picture you guys sent of the night lighting, I was like, this is unbelievable. It's like a utopia. It's like this make-believe area, enchanting.
Yeah.
I think enchanting is a good word.
Yeah.
Yes.
And the water feature wasn't even running.
Right.
And I'm looking at it, I'm like, the water feature's not even running. This looks
It looks
incredible.
beautiful, yeah.
Yeah, I'm like, that's powerful.
I took advantage. There was a rainy night, so we had the rain, everything was wet, and the reflection.
Yeah.
And it's really...
It was spectacular. When I saw it, my eyes just lit up, and I'm like, "Who built that?" You know what I mean? That's what it was like, because it was all the. It's a combination of everything. You know, they did a spectacular job on the pool, and you still have landscaping you're going to do in the background there to kind of like maybe black out the fence or give the illusion that water feature's coming from behind there.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's going to be really nice. Now, we ran into some access issues where we had to come through a right-of-way, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Tell me about the issues and things that occurred because of that.
Well, site access was going to be an issue because going into an area, a driveway with a small walk and not the appropriate width for your equipment. So the concept was to use the due easement for site access,
Mm-hmm.
and that allowed for materials to be dropped and then taking out a section of the existing fence to give the equipment access from the easement to the property. It worked pretty well. The Duke really didn't care, but there was some, just because of the traffic, some degrading of the existing landscape that we did some repair work, and everything was.
You're fortunate. You're a landscape architect?
No, just an architect.
Just an architect.
Yeah.
Okay, so you've had experience dealing with situations similar to this that
Yeah.
really helped us out in working our way through that. Those issues. It appears like everything is cleared up and fixed up, so I'm glad to see that. Can you, let's see, what else?
So there again, with that whole situation, both teams, both contractors worked together in getting everything all restored.
Sure.
Yeah, so that was nice. I mean, everybody was working
I'm just
together.
happy we didn't have to lift those rocks over the house with a crane. That's the next step.
Yeah,
Yeah, that would have been crazy.
yeah, it would have been exciting.
It would have been crazy, expensive, and I would have been sick.
Yeah.
I would have been sick watching that happen.
Yeah.
We've got a water feature in our living room.
Yeah, exactly.
I've seen both. I've done it before, and it's just nerve-wracking.
I totally.
But
The crane.
I've also
the crane itself.
yeah, just the crane. I mean,
or something.
yeah, I mean it's unbelievable. So the fact that we were able to do this, when you look at it, how they get in here, it's a testament to making the whole thing work out. And, we're going to come back and get pictures after you get the landscaping done back there. It's going to be awesome. But I just wanted to thank you for entrusting us, because at some point you have to entrust us that we're going to see your vision and make it come true. You can't draw it on paper and say this is what it is. You can with maybe a pool, but when you're dealing with natural rock, there's a trust factor in there that you gave us a leash. And we appreciate it. You're letting us do that, and I'm glad it turned out the way
Yeah, I think that's one of the things that, thinking about the overall experience, when you hire a contractor, you get a sense of confidence in their abilities and their integrity.
Right.
And I think we were justly rewarded because Pondscapes, the integrity of your work and business practices is beyond reproach. The integrity of the design process and the execution of design, it's amazing that one company had all three of those aspects covered so wonderfully.
Thank you. It didn't hurt that you made us lunch on 4th of July. We had the barbecue. I wasn't expecting that. I came over. I would think I was in flip flops that day, and they're like, they're making lunch. I'm like, okay, I'm staying.
Well, I figured if you guys were meeting deadlines by working on your holiday weekend, we owed you at least lunch.
Well, I'm just glad. In the end, it's about making people happy. I spent 20 years in the airline business making people mad, and now I just make them happy. So it's easy to do.
Yeah.
Do what you say you're going to do. Show up when you say you're going to show up.
And
My wife told me it's simple business. Answer the phone and show up on time.
Yeah,
It'll be a success.
Yeah.
right.
Yep.
Right.
And you definitely, we had these great expectations, and the final product exceeded our greatest expectations.
Thank you.
And that goes back to your vision, experience of how to put together,
Yeah.
a water feature like this.
Yeah. I mean, I'm thrilled with it, so I hope you are too.
Yes, we are.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for entrusting us.
Thank you so much.
All right.